I had been aware of the Libertarian Party for years, but only peripherally. I was independent for my entire adult life until about 4 years ago in 2020, when we were seeing our rights being threatened in a whole new tangible way that was probably lurking beneath the surface before, but was really in our face at that point. I had a meetup group that I was holding at a coffee shop, and we had gotten to know each other, some of us, for years. When COVID happened and people began to be isolated, I invited the ones who I knew to start meeting with me. And one of them one day gave me a call, and she said, "Hey, there are a couple of people here who are meeting with a political candidate, and they are your kind of people. You need to get down here right now and meet them." One of the people who she wanted me to meet was Drew Heaton. That was in 2020 when the whole COVID situation started. My wife was actually our primary breadwinner because I had been restricted in my own job at the University of Arizona, partly because I would not participate in some of the COVID measures that were happening at the time. My wife's job was being threatened as well. She and three of her coworkers in an office of about 50 or 60 people were forced to work every day behind plexiglass. They actually underwent their fair share of mocking by people on the outside of that plexiglass who had all taken that shot. We were all being pressured to conform with a certain medical paradigm that we didn't agree with. And it wasn't at the barrel of a gun, but there were financial pressures that were being used on people, social pressures, people were being ostracized, and really made to feel like they were going to lose their livelihood or their ability to participate in society if they did not conform to these things that were really very egregious. If you would have seen this from the perspective of 2019, you would have been amazed. That is one time where I became acutely aware that the rights that we take for granted and the freedoms, even though many of them are actually illusory, nevertheless, they can go away very quickly. Libertarianism boils down to our core tenet, which is the non-aggression principle, which is sort of a political restatement of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So what the non-aggression principle says is that no one may aggress against any other person. No one may infringe on their rights. They may not defraud them. They may not harm them. It doesn't mean that we're pacifists. If someone aggresses against you, you may defend yourself. But it is up to you to be an adult enough to understand the social context that you're in at all times so that you do not aggress against another person and violate their rights. You want to do to other people what you would hope that they would do to you, and simultaneously not do to them what you don't want them to do to you. It's kind of two sides of the same coin. But treat other people the way you would want to be treated. If everyone really thought about that conscientiously and made an effort every day when they woke up in the morning and carried that throughout the day until they went to bed at night, we would be largely capable of self-governance with a minimal amount of harm.